Welcome to today's English Speaking Practice podcast. In this episode, we will explore the fascinating world of money psychology through a captivating story. As you listen and practice speaking along, you'll learn how our beliefs and emotions about money shape our decisions. Let's dive into the story. Once upon a time in a bustling city, there lived a man named Daniel. Daniel was in his mid-30s and worked as a financial consultant. Despite earning a decent income, he constantly felt anxious about money. He tracked every expense meticulously and often found himself worried about unexpected bills. One day, Daniel attended a seminar on money psychology. The speaker, an expert named Dr. Harris, asked a simple question: "What was your first memory related to money?" As people shared their stories, Daniel realized that his first memory was watching his parents argue about finances. From that moment on, he had internalized the belief that money was a source of conflict. Intrigued, Daniel approached Dr. Harris after the seminar. "Why do I always feel stressed about money, even when I'm doing well financially?" he asked. Dr. Harris smiled and replied, "Our relationship with money is shaped by early experiences. Sometimes we hold on to beliefs that no longer serve us. Identifying and challenging these beliefs can help you feel more secure." Inspired, Daniel began to reflect on his money mindset. He recalled how his parents would always save every penny, fearing the worst. This mindset had unconsciously shaped his own habits. He decided to make a change. To start, Daniel created a new habit of celebrating small financial wins. Whenever he made a smart investment or saved a little extra, he treated himself to something enjoyable, a coffee at his favorite cafe or a night out with friends. Over time, his mindset shifted from scarcity to abundance. One evening, while talking to his friend Maria, Daniel shared his journey. Maria admitted that she had the opposite problem. She spent impulsively because her parents never discussed money. Realizing their contrasting perspectives, they agreed to support each other in balancing saving and spending. Daniel's journey wasn't always easy. There were moments when old habits resurfaced, like when unexpected car repairs left him anxious. But instead of spiraling, he reminded himself that he was building a healthier relationship with money. Gradually, he learned to set aside an emergency fund, which gave him peace of mind. A year later, Daniel decided to share his story on a podcast about money psychology. His message was simple: don't let your past define your financial future. Challenge your beliefs, celebrate small wins, and find balance. Listeners resonated with Daniel's story, sharing their own experiences and challenges. Some thanked him for inspiring them to confront their money fears. Daniel realized that by changing his mindset, he had not only improved his life, but also impacted others. Eventually, Daniel began mentoring others struggling with money anxiety. He held workshops and taught practical techniques for managing money mindsets. One of his favorite exercises was writing down financial fears and then countering them with positive affirmations. As people practiced this, they reported feeling more in control and less fearful about their finances. One participant, Lisa, shared how she used to overspend as a way to cope with stress. Through Daniel's guidance, she learned to pause, reflect, and understand the emotions behind her spending habits. Gradually, Lisa built a savings plan and felt proud of her progress. Through his journey of self-discovery and helping others, Daniel realized that money was never just about numbers. It was about the stories we tell ourselves, shaped by our past but not limited by it. One evening, Daniel hosted a group session where people shared how their upbringing influenced their current financial behaviors. A young man named Ethan talked about how his family's constant struggle with debt made him terrified of credit cards. Another woman, Sophia, admitted that she often splurged because her parents constantly deprived themselves to save money. Daniel encouraged them to write down their money memories and think about how those experiences shaped their current attitudes. As they shared, many realized that acknowledging their past made it easier to reshape their financial habits. Ethan decided to educate himself about responsible credit card use instead of avoiding them altogether. Sophia set up a budgeting plan that allowed for occasional treats without compromising her long-term goals. Inspired by the transformations he witnessed, Daniel started collaborating with Dr. Harris to develop a workshop series on financial well-being. They combined psychology with practical financial advice, helping participants break free from limiting beliefs and embrace financial freedom. Over time, the workshops gained popularity, attracting people from various backgrounds. One day, a retired teacher named Margaret shared her struggle of living on a fixed income. She often felt guilty when buying something nice for herself, even when she had saved for it. Daniel helped Margaret explore her feelings of guilt, rooted in years of prioritizing others' needs. He encouraged her to view self-care as an essential part of financial well-being. Gradually, Margaret learned to balance generosity with self-compassion. Years passed, and Daniel's efforts made a significant impact. He published a book on money psychology, sharing stories from his workshops and insights on changing one's mindset. The book became a bestseller, spreading his message far and wide. One evening, as Daniel sat by his window reflecting on his journey, he realized how much he had grown. What started as a quest to overcome his own fears had transformed into a mission to help others achieve financial peace. Conclusion. Thank you for listening to today's English Speaking Practice podcast. Remember, our relationship with money can influence our emotions and decisions. Reflect on your own money mindset and consider making small changes to build a healthier relationship with your finances. Keep practicing your English, and see you next time.